BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of JobSite Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the JobSite Route Network. How's everyone doing this morning? Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. You know, I wanted to talk a little bit about all of the controversy over the passport bros and the statements about the passport movement. And I don't know, that's kind of an interesting subject for me, because I was stationed overseas in the military when I was 18 years old or 19 years old. And so I kind of, I guess you could say, cut my teeth or came of age as a sexual being, or got my game, as it may be, overseas. I was stationed in Spain for about 4 years, and I loved it. I was there at a time when it was a great time to be in Spain. It's always a great time to be in Spain, including the present. And so basically my whole experience, my initial experience as a young man, was as a passport bro. This is way before such a thing even existed. Now, I can understand, to be perfectly honest with you, I can understand why people, brothers or Americans or men in general, would want to travel overseas. Well, first of all, I've always felt that not enough Americans travel abroad, that Americans are too ethnocentric and too ignorant about the way the world really is. And I still feel that way. And I think that it's because of that ignorance that our political climate is as jacked up as it is today, to be perfectly honest with you. And I really wish more Americans would travel. I think it was a great idea when President Kennedy came up with the Peace Corps, to give people who didn't want to participate in the war an opportunity to get out of the country on America's dollar, on the government's dollar, but still see face to face, firsthand, how the world lives, how the rest of the world really lives, how lucky we are to be in America, how lucky we are to be Americans. And this is something that you have to experience, okay? Now, right now, the controversy is about guys going overseas to find girlfriends and to find wives. And that's a subject that's pretty near and dear to my heart as well, because I totally understand the groove. The current climate in the United States, the social climate, the social contract between men and women, is not in a very good situation. It's not in very good order right now. The contract terms are very disfavorable toward men in the United States. Let's just put it that way. And so it's totally understandable that these men would want to seek women with more traditional values, and women who have not been confused by some of the radical ideas of today's version of feminism. And that's just a simple fact. And if you're looking to establish legacy, if you're looking to establish a family, to get married and have children, then you're going to want a household that's going to be functional and that's going to be permanent, or as permanent as you can make it, for the sake of your children. So it only makes sense that these men would be traveling abroad, and kudos to them. Okay, kudos to them. Now, that is not sex tourism. Sex tourism is something that's pretty despicable, because it's exploitation. And it's exploitation. These people, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and comment. Thank you very much. You could also hit me up at BiomedRx Cash App, $. These people are, the people that practice sex tourism are despicable. And they're predators. They're predators upon those that are weaker than them, either physically or situationally. And regardless of where they come from or where they travel to, those are the most despicable human beings in the world. You should not confuse people who are traveling abroad for the sake of romance with sex tourism, although maybe the lines may get blurred at some point. I don't really know. And men are not the only ones, culpable, right,
in the scheme of traveling for romantic reasons. If you ask any of the brothers down in the Caribbean islands, they'll tell you a lot of stories. Okay, I used to live in Miami for quite a few years, and I have a lot of friends, and I've traveled throughout pretty much every island in the Caribbean. I have a lot of friends and Rastas and just about every island, and they'll tell you some stories about the white women that come from the United States, Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and all over the world to enjoy their sexual presence. So, this is something that goes both ways, but to each their own, as long as what's going on is consensual, and like I said, and not exploitative. And maybe there's a gray line there. I don't know. Maybe that's something that's subjective, and it's up to each person's discernment. But having said that, I can totally understand the value of the mindset, and I believe overall it would be good for us as a society, because I believe not only do American men need to open their eyes to the differences and the benefits of being with women from other cultures, from more traditional cultures. I think the American woman should be exposed to this as well. And I believe Americans as a whole, because I don't think we should even think of ourselves as separate communities, men and women. I think, we're just people. We're American people, young and old, and every gender and every color. But I believe Americans, the body of us, right, this heterogeneous, multicultural mass of us, ethnocentric human beings that we call Americans, could benefit from overseas travel and overseas experience. Now, you should be careful, because you can't bring your marijuana cartridges overseas when you're traveling, or you can't bring your dope or whatever it might be legal in your state here in the United States. You got to be very careful. All right. All you got to do is look at Brittany Griner and understand the dangers of taking it lightly, taking such things lightly, or taking the laws of the host nation lightly. You should familiarize yourself with the laws and customs to where you're going, and you should familiarize yourself with the host language as much as you can. And you should learn how to be an international cosmopolitan person, and how to treat people with respect, how to honor and respect cultures. Okay? And I think it's good for Americans, because Americans tend to be very ethnocentric. The archetype of the ugly American does exist, and in many respects, it's a well-deserved stereotype. I hate to say it. Don't be the ugly American. You don't want to be the ugly American. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to share on that. If you guys want to call in later on, we're going to do a call-in show on this same channel, and we can talk and kind of kick it, throw it up. I believe that there are benefits to our society to understand, to have the masses of the people, a critical mass of the people. Now it's not even half of us have an appreciation for what it means to be an American in the world. Not even half of us really understands, and I'm talking especially within the Black American community, not even half of us understand life in America compared to outside of America. And it's because of that ignorance that we're easily manipulated politically here in the United States. And, a lot of the foolishness that's taking place in the American political system is based on people counting on us being more emotional than rational, and being very ignorant
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. BiomedRx Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at BiomedRxSupplements.com.
What a time for a commercial break, right? And being very ignorant of the United States, the United States' place in the world stage, okay? So I believe that experience is crucial and critical toward understanding really how lucky we are to be Americans and what our political objective should be as citizens of the United States. And that's about as deep as I really want to go in there. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a very good thing that people are traveling, that men and women are traveling. And I think it's a good thing that men are finding love overseas. And I think it's a good thing that these expatriate relationships are taking place, especially if they're mutually beneficial for both the husband and the wife, and especially if it results, by and large, in cohesive families. I don't get into the whole racial purity thing. Oh, well, it's going to be diluting the race and whatever. Oh, whatever. Whatever. We're all people. We're Americans, okay? And whatever we are, we're all mixed up anyway. That's just kind of what we are in this society. So I think the most important thing is that people find happiness and peace, that people can form good families, constructive relationships that will lead to cohesive families, families that can raise children, to be responsible citizens in the world. And, if that means that an international connection has to be made, then so be it. I'm in support of that 100%. So now you've seen the sun come up and start to shine in my face. So I just wanted to get that out there. Thank you for joining me. Getting ready to start the day with my son, Kai Kai. We're going to do a little brain training and exercise, and we're going to be shooting from the BiomedRx Health Center later on today. So I want everyone to stay kind as always, stay blessed and stay healthy. And thank you for joining me. Let me do a quick sound check. Make sure my levels and everything have been coming through. Let me do a quick sound check. Nice. Nice, nice. All right, go ahead on and hit the like button and subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you want to join in on the conversation, we're going to be having a join-in show later on today. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next live.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.